Maximum and minimum problems. So when we're solving word problems, if we can reduce it down to a quadratic equation, then we can work out when the maximum or the minimum happens, or in other words, the y value of the vertex. So that's basically what it involves, finding the vertex of a quadratic or a parabola. Read the question carefully, because sometimes they'll actually ask you what is the maximum or minimum value, but another time they might not be interested in what the value is, but just simply when it happens, which would be the equivalent of the x value. So see what we want to find. So here's just a straightforward, let's find the maximum value of this particular parabola, y equals minus 3x squared plus x minus 5. We know it's going to have a maximum because a is negative, and as we've seen, negative means sad. So it's down here, so I'm up at the top, it's a maximum. Okay, y value of the vertex is what we're looking for. I could do it by completing the square. And if I complete the square, I get minus 4 and 11/12. I probably wouldn't do it that way. I could do it, I think I'd go this way, using the discriminant idea. Remember, the maximum or the minimum value, or the y value of the vertex, minus the discriminant on 4a. So discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, in this case minus 59. So the maximum value minus the discriminant on 4a, and I think that's a little bit quicker myself to get to that y value of minus 4 and 11/12. All right, still a word problem. We know the rectangle has a perimeter of 64 centimetres. We want to know what the dimensions will be for the rectangle to have a maximum area. So obviously the perimeter is going to stay the same, but the area will change depending on the dimensions. So I'll draw my rectangle. Now let's give it some dimensions. I'll call it S for side, which means the other side will be, I'm going to call it 32 minus S, because I know the perimeter is 64. So therefore two of the sides must add up to be 32, which means the other side is 32 minus S. So the area, and there's my quadratic, the area will be S times 32 minus S. Now, it's looking for the dimensions. So I don't actually have to find the area for this question. I just need to find the x value, or the S value in this case, and then I'll have the dimensions. So the axis of symmetry is what I'm looking for. Now, I could do it this way, again by completing the square. Personally, I wouldn't, but there's the dimension 16 by 16. The other way I could do it, because it's already factorised, I could solve that. What's the solutions, the two solutions for this particular quadratic? 0 and 32. And remember, the axis of symmetry will always be the average of those two numbers. So average of that, 16. The other way I could have done it, minus b on 2a. That would have found it as well. However you choose to find it is up to you. Okay, so 8e